Hello and welcome to my review of the Touchfire keyboard overlay. The best way I can describe how the keys feel is like deflated bubble wrap. You keep expecting it to have a bubbly feeling there, but it's almost flat and you feel a bit disappointed. But there's still something there, so it's not like you're just holding a piece of plastic either. One annoying thing was that I thought I could swipe for things like apostrophes or quotation marks, but because I'm using an iPad 3rd generation and thus the original Touchfire keyboard, it doesn't stay in place if I try to swipe. This is not a fault of the Touchfire company. The older iPads do not have magnets built into the sides like the newer iPad Airs. If you have the Touchfire for the Airs, the magnets will hold into place so you can drag and swipe on the screen. The keys are actually very sensitive as long as you hit the middle of the key. It's not hard to hit the middle of the key since the keys are all curved inwards. You'll get a tactile response letting you know where you are. If you're a touch typist, this may come easily for you. These are the results of my typing test over the past couple days. I think I did this over 3 days. The first result is me typing on the screen without the Touchfire. After that, I tried several times with the Touchfire. You can see that I did worse with the Touchfire the first couple times, but after some practice, I continued to improve until I managed to stay just below 80, and that was pretty consistent. At times, I managed to peak over 90 words per minute, but that may have been because there were less apostrophes, which take up a lot of time when I have to hold and wait. All the tapping sounds you hear in this video are coming from the Touchfire. I tested recording and typing at the same time and found that while I could hear the tapping, it wasn't loud enough to prevent me from hearing what was being said. Some of the things about typing on the Touchfire, you can see that I can rest my hands on the keyboard relatively easily. First problem I encountered was missing the keys on the bottommost row. The problem lies in the fact that on a real keyboard I would curve my fingers in and press with the tip of my finger, but I can't do that here because only my nail is making contact with the screen. On the plus side, I get this dull tap sound which signals to me that I've messed up, and at least the silicone is in the way and stopping me from scratching the screen. Depending on whether you have long fingers or nails, you'll have to adjust your typing style. You can see here that I've removed the secondary keyboard so I have easier access to the next keyboard, and I can reach over with the third finger on my right hand or the pinky on my left hand. Some of the problems I had with my Touchfire include that the magnets were popping out and the corners are really sharp. I had this laying on my smart cover, and when I pulled it away, the corners actually scratched the cover's leather. Now the big magnet in the middle helps keep the keyboard in place, and the corner magnets are there when you want to fold this up. The corners magnet folding technique, while creative, isn't as easy as they make it look in the videos. The magnets in the corner are pretty weak, so the folding doesn't feel intuitive. One more common complaint is the grossness of the keyboard. I have to admit it was pretty gross. I mean, the second it came out of the box, I was thinking about washing it. Despite how gross the keyboard may look and feel, when using it, I leave less fingerprints on the screen. If I were typing on the screen without the overlay, I'd have spots where my fingers kept tapping, so at least it's keeping the screen clean. I plan to use the Touchfire in all the classes that require typing in the upcoming semester. I will have a part 2 video with how well it performs in the classroom. As to why I chose the Touchfire, it's easy to carry and it's easy to get out of the way. I didn't like my laptop because it was heavy, and when it came time to draw molecules or diagrams, I was stuck trying to juggle between the laptop and a piece of paper on a small college lecture hall desk. I'm hoping that the Touchfire will have the speed I need for typing in the class plus the versatility of using a pencil, or in my case, a stylus.